Trojan family, Trojan gang. This Mr. Fight On Forever in the building. Y'all come on in, man. Come sit at the round table with your boy. You know what I'm saying? We talking Trojan ball. We in the war room, you hear me? But we finna talk off the field. You know what I'm saying? We see what's been going on the field. Spring practice, spring ball. Seeing how all our recruits coming in. We sitting at 27 recruits right now, and it just May, right? So we know what's going on that field. We finna talk about off the field. The college football world is in shock right now. You know what I'm saying? They in shock right now. Oregon coaches saying, damn, where did USC get this money? People in denial. Copium is high right now. Right? At this point, it's a drug for anybody not named USC at college football now. And they all expecting it to fall. You know what I'm saying? They all expecting it to crumble down. Right? They all expecting this to crumble down. Oh, wait till they start losing. Over under 20 decommits for USC. That's how they coping right now. That's how they talking on social media, right? So, what they don't realize is, first of all, last year, we had a lot of decommits, 14, right? They like, this is every year for USC, which is not. That was only last year we had all them decommits, right? That was only last year. And what they fail to realize is, you know what I'm saying? Follow me. What they fail to realize is, them decommits that took us from the number one class out of the number one class, first off, the reason why everybody remember it and want to point to that, because when we did that last year, they was hating on it and they was paying attention. They was like, how did we get Isaiah Gibson and Justice Terry out of Georgia? They didn't like that. And them two commits will put our class at like number one. At this time last year, we had about like 11, 12 commits. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't this thick. But the quality of recruits, the Terry, the Gibsons, right, had us ranked number one. But we wasn't 27 deep. We were about like 12 or 13 recruits deep. What people don't remember is, or they don't want to talk about, Justice Terry and Isaiah Gibson decommitted in June. Right? So our top recruits, they was both 5 stars. We had 2 5 stars. Remember, they decommitted 72 hours apart from USC. Right? So it wasn't like we had Justice Terry, Isaiah Gibson, Drake Stubbs, and then we lost to Michigan and lost to Minnesota, and these kids was decommitting, watching us lose. No, them 5-star kids that we had that truly had us the number one class, they decommitted in June. They decommitted because we didn't have our bag right. And that leads to the topic, right? This is USC first year playing NIL for real. You know what I'm saying? This is our first year playing NIL for reals. So they expecting decommitment because they doubting us on the field. And I understand if you ain't a USC fan and you ain't following close and you look at last year, I would think we'll suck too. So we can't be mad at the college football world for thinking we gonna be mediocre on the field. Like, we was mediocre last year. The record shows, you look closely, a lot of close game. We was really on the cusp for 10 games, right? Really 11. It's really only one game we didn't have a chance in, really, in hindsight, right? So we gotta think, these people, they don't follow our team. They ain't tapped in. They just know what they see on Saturday, and that just the highlights and the results. 80% of these people talking, they only really watched probably 2 of our games really for real. The Michigan game, the LSU game, you know what I'm saying, the Penn State game, right? They ain't really watching us for real, so we can't be mad at them for thinking we gonna be mediocre. But the problem is, they think that us being mediocre like we was last year is the reason we had the decommits. But no, Like I said, Justice Terry and Isaiah Gibson, they decommitted in June. Drake Stubbs he decommitted in July. Right? That was like 3 of our highest recruits out of state. They decommitted before the season even came. Right? So that's what they not telling y'all. Now, this is the new reality of USC. USC finally got they front office together. They NIL finally got their GM. We ain't got to suffer under Dave Emmerich running the ship no more, right? We got Chad Bowden, best GM in college football. Then the boosters start kicking in because they see the visions. The Chad Bowdens, the Coach Henneys, the Jen Cohen, like boosters start buying in. All they needed was to see the right leadership, right? So this is our first year playing NIL. So you know what that means? That means we go even be better with the NIL next year. This is our first year really running it right. This is the first year that USC is playing NIL ball. So this is our floor potential with the right with the right NIL and the right people in place. Now imagine these people getting more resources, getting more tapped in with California, more Big Ten money coming in. Our NIL is only going to get better. Revenue sharing kicking this fall that's coming up. So USC is in a great position to do this every year, right? Now once the wins start translating, which we know they will, and it's based on this default, like we got a more favorable schedule this year. We got a better team than we had since Lincoln Riley been here, except at the quarterback position. Caleb Williams made for a lot. We probably didn't have a more explosive offense, but overall team talent balance with the coaching staff, second year in the system, the defensive system, second year for Mayava at the quarterback in the system. We y'all know we win 9 to 10 games easily. So even the 27 class probably is gonna be epic and even more epic. That gonna be our second year in the NIL. More experience for the whole university of playing this game and getting their collectives together and being prepared, right? So we gathered all our donors. We gathered our staff. Now just gaining more experience with each other, keep building that relationship and keep getting stronger in the NIL. The next thing, once these wins start coming in and you see USC the place to be without being a hardcore USC fan, a lot of the casuals gonna come in. It's a lot of casual USC fans. There's a lot of casual fans for a lot of fan bases, right, across sports. But USC, we got a lot of casual fans, meaning it's a lot of fans that root for USC out there, but there ain't a lot of hardcore fans that's watching these YouTube videos every day, going on website. It ain't a lot of hardcore fans that ingesting USC every day, right? It's a lot of casual fans right now that can't even name half the recruits we got. They probably know we doing good with recruiting, but 75-80% of these fans, they don't know who Luke Weaver is and Kenye Pepe and Brandon Arrington. They don't know. We got a lot of fans that just fans on Saturday or fans when USC up. When we start back to winning, them casual fans gonna come out the woodworks more. That gonna be more merchandise bought. That gonna be more fans in the stands. That gonna be more views and clicks on social media. That gonna translate to more primetime games. You know what I'm saying? To more exposure in a better environment at USC. So I say all that, we got another gear to hit. You know what I'm saying? We able to get all these recruits without having the greatest home environment. Penn State home game, we was rocking, right? Our potential is to have a top 2 or 3 environment when it's rocking, but there are better environments than what we got right now. There's better fan engagement and more attentive fans at certain schools, right? So it's certain things that we could get better at that we ain't even reached our full potential. So like I said, once the wins come in, that means more support gonna come into the university, right? That means the more eyeballs gonna come to the university, right? More things gonna be added to what we got to offer. Right now, what we got to offer, the number one thing, the best coaching staff in America. Bam, we got that box. The next thing we got to offer is the greatest education out of all the blue blood schools. We got that locked. We got tradition, right? Multiple national championships, multiple Heisman winners, right? We have prestige, right? We got the most players ever drafted in the NFL, right? And then we got the location, the best location out of all the blue bloods. Los Angeles is the best location out of all the blue bloods, right? We got that going for us. And we also got a strong alumni base. That USC degree, you're automatically a part of a sorority of millionaires and billionaires and successful people and important and powerful connections, not only in California, in America, but the world. And a new facility coming. And a bag for you. That's what's getting us all these recruits. So now, when we even improve on attendance, fan engagement, clicks, views, that gonna even make, we even gonna go to another level when they can't make jokes about the empty seats we got, because we got a big ass Coliseum. Now to the haters that's probably watching, we still averaged 70,000, 71,000 last year. That the Coliseum was really built to fit 100,000 though. 80 easy, right? When we get to the point of winning, sustainable winning, the Coliseum gonna be packed. You ain't gonna see no more empty seats. Now on a game day visit, after all what I just named that we got, now on a game day visit, we even wow with that. Wow, Coliseum packed, rocking. That's another thing in our treasure chest that we ain't unlocked yet. I don't know if y'all play college football, NCAA, but it's certain milestones you gotta achieve to unlock certain levels. We ain't even unlocked the great atmosphere, the true atmosphere that the Coliseum could really bring. Right? And then all the casual fans coming out, gonna increase merchandise, gonna increase viewership on the games, gonna increase engagement with the university. Now it's gonna be easier for our players to get NIL deals, real NIL deals with companies, right? Commercial deals, airline deals like Jordan Addison and Dre Beats like Caleb. It's gonna be more that once our casual fans wake up. Our casual fans still in a low key coma. Right now, the core of the fans is hardcore or intermediate, right? But it's a whole nother half that's this casual and waiting for it to be back where it used to be, to root hard. I remember rooting for USC, and all the chicks I talked to like USC too. Like I remember watching a USC game with a chick I was talking to when we was watching USC versus Texas. She was just as heartbroken as I was when we lost. She was just as into it as I was. So we even got female fans that'll come on board and pay attention that sleep right now. Right now, you know what I'm saying? USC talk is all guys for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Chicks I talk to that they don't be talking about USC ball, but when we was good, they did. You know what I'm saying? So we even got them that sleep that'll come aboard and support the program. And once it get back like that, now we rolling at 100% capacity. We ain't even at 100% capacity, y'all, until then, right? So this is us just at 80% capacity. Really, we got what's necessary. Right now, we got what's necessary, which is competent front office, NIL, great coaches, great education, right? So we ain't at 100%, and we doing this, and this is our first year in the NIL. So even I had to check myself. I'm looking back, oh, this class could be epic, and oh, this is a good class for the ages. And then I'm thinking, like, in the next 5 years, probably be the weakest of all our classes, as long as we do decent on the field, which we is, right? So it's like, we might come in and top this class next year. We might look at this class in a couple of years and be like, yeah, that was one of them classes that started it. That was one of the classes we took California back. But this 27 and this 28, this was a historical ones, right? Because the facility ain't even here yet. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get that unlocked, upgraded. Even though when the players come, they see it being built. So it's like we already got it, but it still ain't done yet. When we can walk them through it and while and wait till that open, that gonna give us 1 or 2 recruits right there. That's some recruit that is gonna seal the deal. Like all this great stuff about you, and then this facility, coach, like this the place to be, and it's already the place to be. Just with that building getting built without the whole fan base being engaged, locked in, without the collie rocking every Saturday. Know what I'm saying? USC got that Dodger Laker potential to grab a hold to in LA. All them Dodgers and Laker fans automatically draw to USC when they winning. Right? Automatically. LA get behind a winning team. And football is football, so pro and college is basically on the same damn level. Right? Lakers got knocked out the playoffs. Chargers and Rams, they ain't, you know what I'm saying? We'll see about them. The city and the Dodgers doing what they doing. But this is football, and football is king. So in a sense, the city is for the taking, because all them Dodger fans, they like football. And you patient enough to watch baseball, you a football fan. You know what I'm saying? You watch football too. And all them Dodger fans, they already in the sports mode because the Dodgers in the midst of a dynasty. They USC fans that's sleeping too. It's hard for them to really pay attention when the Dodgers just won the World Series. But USC get back popping, they over here. So we ain't even at full potential of our shine. You know what I'm saying? We just, like I said, we 80%. This whole time we've been operating at like 30% capacity. Nah, for real, we've been operating like at 30% capacity this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because we had incompetent coaches like Grinch. Our NIL was trash. We were trying to focus too much on out of state. And y'all know all the issues. We had to recover from the Clay Elton era. You know what I'm saying? And look, when we is at 75, 80%. This is what the NCAA, back in the day, this is what they feared, y'all. This is what they feared. That's why they put us on them sanctions. Because this was coming. Because this was coming. And now the NCAA ain't got no power to stop it. So people gonna either have to get on board with us, y'all, or get ran over. You hear me? We fencing up. We stacking up. And we only getting better. We ain't at full potential. And then now, the new day with all this technology and the social media, we got the best product. It's USC. We got the best producers. We leading in the best hype videos too. We got the place to be. All them videos, we got the best production. That the more winning, even that's going to go up, right? So I say all that to say our potential is even higher than it was even back in the Pete Carroll days. Pete Carroll days set us up to this point to even go to a higher. Now with social media and how accessible sports is and how we can just ingest as much as we want. With social media, we could sit here and watch sports all day if we wanted to. Right? Back in the USC reign, it wasn't like that. Social media wasn't like that. You had to watch ESPN. And what they wanted to give you on your local sports channel. Now we can watch this all day, every day. So now our reach and our influence, it got a greater potential, a longer arm and a stronger arm. And we in the entertainment capital of the world. So, you know what I'm saying? It's about to go down. Right? And it's cool that we've been down like 15 years, y'all. Right? Because the run we about to go on now is finna make up for that. We about to increase our leads in Heisman's. Right? We about to increase our lead in national championships. Right? We about to increase our lead in all-time draft picks and number 1 picks. All these records and achievements we got that these other schools still ain't caught up yet, even though we 15 years down. We finna extend our lead back. Period. This the war room with your boy Carter, man. Mr. Fight On Forever. We at the big boy round table discussion. Talking about how this is this USC first year playing NIL ball. This is USC operating at 80% full capacity. We ain't even at 100%. We still got some tuning up to do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even put the paint on the ride yet. The primer's still on it. and they still hopping in wanting to ride. Ha ha! You hear me? I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. But y'all know it's coming. And from them years we was down, it's finna be made up. It's only right. The football gods, it's only right. We the only blue blood that got mistreated and got targeted and got purposely taken down like this. So it's only right that the football gods is finna give us a godly type, dynasty type run. Right? Our coach Lincoln Riley, young coach coming to his prime, getting a little bit older, getting a little more seasoned. He gonna get better as a coach. We got the young dogs, Henny, you know what I'm saying? Trayvon Reed, Belt, Lynn, Rob Ryan, Chad Bowden, right? It's up from here. If y'all can't see it, I'm telling y'all, we the next dynasty that gonna come. Bama was the last dynasty. Saban, what he won, 7 championships in 13 years in a 13-year span. We about to run off something like that, y'all. I could see us running in the next 10 years. I could see us winning 4-5. Yep, because the blueprint is laid. Long as we don't just lose everybody at once, like lose Cohen and Bowden and Riley in the same year or something, the blueprint is always going to be there and stay there, and we know what it takes. So say if we lose Bowden or, you know what I'm saying, Riley, like, well, we got an athletic director in Cohen that know what it takes. Okay, I need an elite GM and elite coach, and she gonna know what it look like, right? Or if we lose Riley to the NFL, Bowden and Jen Cohen know what it look like. Or if we lose DeAnton Lynn to a head coaching position, Riley, rest of the staff, we know what it look like. We know what it take. The blueprint is already laid. So having all these great people in at once. Riley, Cohen, Bowden, Lynn, Coach Henny, Reed, Coach Dog, Buki, all them dudes. The foundation is laid. They gonna be plug and replace. Just how, we lost a great linebacker coach, Mike Ince. We got Rob Ryan. Not only we got Rob Ryan, we added to our DB coaches and got Trevon Reed. We added to our wide receivers and tight end coaches and got Chad Savage. Right? So we know what it look like. We know what it take. So I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. It was the War Room. We sitting down at the round table. Big boy talking SC ball. This our first year in NIL, y'all. And this video just a heads up to the fans and a warning to the rest of the college football world. It's about to get ugly. And y'all gonna be mad a lot. USC about to be that new villain again, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? So until then, man, it's your boy Carter Sports. It's Trojan Gang. And it's Mr. Fight On Forever, and I'm signing out this thing, man. I'm gone.